You don't trash the natty. You may have heard it before. It's been an environmentalist war cry for decades now.
But it seems that the streets may be trashier than ever. Brad Underwood live tonight in South Fairmount with a look at the problem and what's being done. And you're next to a pile of trash, Brad.
Yeah, here we are in Tremont, and just to kind of show you one of the examples that we're talking about here, this is the sidewalk, but you can't walk on it. You have to go around it. This is one of several large piles of trash and other garbage, discarded items blocking that sidewalk. So what's being done about it? Well, the city says it's doing the best it can with what it has to work with. What they need is more help from the public. From bottles and food wrappers to mattresses, couches, and tires, it really doesn't matter what neighborhood you're in, you're going to find litter and illegally dumped items.
It's a huge issue. We get a lot of complaints about it.
The city says it's doing the best job it can with the resources it has. The Public Services Department only has 18 employees to pick up litter on public property across all 52 neighborhoods.
The only way you can really stop it if people stop it.
But that's not likely going to happen. Jerry Wilkerson Jr. says the city has cleanup schedules for areas that are consistently trashed.
Along Reading Road and Forest, there's, Beekman, Westwood Northern, that's one of the ones we were at yesterday.
But sadly, it only takes a day or two for the garbage to return.
You'll see another pop can, a beer bottle, McDonald's bag, and it's kind of like it's an ongoing cycle.
Recent data shows more than 3,000 complaint calls for litter or dumped items this year. This stretch of Kemper Lane is a dumping ground. The piles of trash continue to mount despite calls for cleanup.
If I called that in today, I don't know if it's been called in, but How long do you think it might be?
It all depends. And again, if it's a right-of-way thing, we will try to get someone out there in a few days. But again, it all depends on our service levels and how many other service requests we have.
While this pile grows, there is progress. The city is slowly eliminating access to popular dumping sites. This summer, 4 lots in South Cumminsville and North and South Fairmont were cleared out and a fence was put up.
Perfect example, four locations that were just chronic dump sites. We went on in, used our vendors to clean those areas on out to a tune of almost $21,000.
Jonathan Adey with Keep Cincinnati Beautiful says while locals are responsible for littering, it's the out-of-towners and even out-of-state contractors doing most of the bulk dump jobs to avoid paying to properly dispose of the junk.
For all of the 100 or so of illegal dumpers that we caught during the last year, we don't have evidence that one of them was a perpetrator from the same zip code where they dumped their illegal waste.
And back out here on Tremont, you can understand why this is a popular dumping site for some of these items. You have quick access to Harrison Avenue and the interstate. The street light above me is out, and when you look up who owns this, it goes back to a company in New York, so they're not even here to maintain or clean the property. That's why the city says they need your help. If you see some of this happening late at night, take a picture of a license plate or video so that more people can start being held accountable, forced to face the consequences on these illegal dumpings to hopefully cut down on them. Reporting live tonight, Brad Underwood, Local 12 News. Megan.
Brad, thank you. And you can file complaints online and through the Fix It Cincy app. We have links at local12.com.